Batman, The Stalk of Specter was written in 1991 by Simon Hawke. Before I start my review, I want to caution that this is not a book which is appropriate for younger readers. It contains some explicit sexual content, and I believe one big swear word. If you're looking for a kid-friendly book that still features Batman stopping a bomb, might I suggest Adam West in Batman vs. the Fearsome Foursome. Argo Font Book Review, Argo Font Book Review. Like other Batman novels I've read, this book goes out of its way to indicate it's set in the world of the comics, not the movies. Thank you very much. Specifically, Chapter 2 is a summary of the Batman Year 1 storyline. Chapter 1 is a summary of Bruce Wayne's life. So we can include this book on the long list of Batman books which show the murders of Thomas and Martha Wayne. The premise of the book is that the United States just captured the communist leader of a South American country. He's being put on trial in Gotham City. A major drug cartel wants to stop the trial at all costs, so they hired a deadly foreign assassin named Specter. If this book had been written a few years later, it might have starred Bane as the foreign assassin. This book feels like a spy novel, at least at the start. There's a corrupt ambassador who uses sex as a cover, so he can shake two FBI agents and give $1 million bribe to a traitorous informant. Specter takes the money and kills everyone involved, except the ambassador. The ambassador never appears again. I guess he gets a free pass on his crimes thanks to his diplomatic immunity. Twice, Batman meets with his martial arts trainer, Sensei Sato. Sensei is an old man who speaks in riddles and dispenses cryptic wisdom. I thought that was Alfred's job. Specter threatens to bomb a different place every day if the trial is not stopped. Specter delivers this message by calling a reporter named Enrique Vasquez. Enrique loves attention, so he's more than happy to go on TV and publicly share Specter's messages. In the epilogue, Batman goes after Enrique for his unethical journalism. Hey, Batman, if you're going after unethical people, why don't you go after the ambassador who gives big payouts to terrorists? I think stopping him is a bit more important than stopping the reporter who tries to make himself the center of every news story. Batman and Commissioner Gordon discuss the case. Batman decides the best course of action is for him to kidnap the trial's key witness. He will keep her safe in the Batcave until the trial begins. Gordon gives Batman all the information he needs in order to kidnap the witness. Batman then erases Gordon's memory using hypnosis. That way, Gordon is in the clear when the FBI puts him through a lie detector test. The hypnosis is so successful, I wonder why Batman never uses it on criminals. No, just his best friend. Ouch. I have questions about their relationship now. Specter blows up a department store, and Batman kidnaps the witness. She is Rachel Morrison, a pretty girl in her late 20s. She's rough and rebellious, which belies the fact that she's insecure and feels unloved. Alfred spends most of his time guarding her. Humorously, Alfred does this in disguise as a college professor from Boston. Specter bombs a hotel and a nightclub next. Rachel attempts to seduce Alfred by not wearing pants. She's taken aback when he's polite and treats her with respect. Alfred gives her a pep talk on being heroic and doing the right thing, but she says, "There's no point. Batman's never gonna stop Specter. I should know. I used to be Specter's lover." Batman is dumbfounded to hear this. We're 70% of the way through the book, and she's just now saying she knows the culprit's true identity? Rachel, you could have saved dozens of lives if you said something earlier. Rachel gives a list of Specter's aliases and his general description. He has albinism and an undisguisable limp. Why did Rachel think that information can't be used to locate Specter? That sounds like exactly the information you'd need to track him down. Batman circulates the information about Specter to everyone in town. This includes a cab driver named Lewis and his wife Maria. they will be forever grateful to Batman because he once saved Maria from a gang. This is the sexually explicit scene that I can't discuss on YouTube. Specter attempts to bomb a tunnel. Lewis recognizes Specter, and he throws the bomb into the river before it explodes. Batman personally calls Lewis to thank him for saving dozens of lives. It's really nice that Batman keeps track of all the people he's helped. Rachel offers to engage in sexual relations with Batman. Batman explains he never gets emotionally involved with anyone, ever. That would ruin his superhero mission. I'm sure Catwoman and many others will be sad to learn Batman doesn't date. Batman searches all subletted apartments that did not reconnect phone services until he finds Specter's hideout. At the same time, Specter gets a general description of Batman at the library. He correctly realizes Batman is either David Jacks or Bruce Wayne. Wow, I didn't know it was that easy to figure out Batman's secret identity. Just one library trip? I wonder if Barbara Gordon was the librarian that day. In the grand finale, Specter breaks into Wayne Manor to kill Batman. By pure luck, he sees Alfred using a secret elevator, which is built into the fridge. That seems like a risky place to put an entrance to the Batcave. What if somebody accidentally discovers the Batcave because they wanted a snack? Specter shoots Alfred in the shoulder. Not Alfred! Specter hunts Batman through the dark areas of the Batcave. Batman's gadgets help him, but he can't avoid getting shot. It looks like Batman is going to die when a maddened bat flies into Specter's face. Specter stumbles backwards and falls down a cliff. Batman tries to save Specter by throwing him a rope. Specter ignores the rope and tries to shoot Batman again. Then Specter falls to his death. The end. Post-book follow-up. This book makes reference to various Cold War groups and people that Specter and Rachel are tied to. These don't exist anymore. I had to look them up. The Cold War joke I easily understood is Batman's complaint he can't hack the Russian computer crime database because they don't have computers yet. Ooh, sick burn from Batman. No wonder the KGB ended the same year this book was published. They could not recover from that insult. This book has several lengthy news reports. Pair this with the fact that the epilogue is about Batman going after a bad TV reporter, and I have to imagine the author is a big fan of watching the evening news. I like the book overall, but I think it's a little too slow, especially the first 50 pages or so. If this was a movie, the first 3 chapters would be more like 5 minutes. A movie would probably move the stuff with Rachel to the first half of the book, and remove the 2 chapters with Sensei Sato, which were interesting but don't move the plot forward. The same goes for the many conversations with Commissioner Gordon and FBI Agent Reeves. Specter makes for an okay villain. As a cold-blooded, extremely methodical assassin, he's similar to Deathstroke. We only get a brief glimpse of his real personality when he talks to Rachel. I didn't like how Specter was stopped by a rogue bat. That was too much of a deus ex machina for me. If Batman had won the fight by knocking Specter unconscious 1 page earlier, that would have been a perfectly fine ending. I give Batman to stalk a Specter a 7 out of 10.